Okay, so today we're doing something I don't want to do. That's ballet for Elizabeth. Now, I know I've been excited about it. She's not ready. This is a real like ballet class. I mean, you know, it's the real, this isn't a mommy and me class. And I think I got ahead of myself putting her in it. She's not ready. Emotionally, not ready. Physically, whatever. That was weird. I thought I heard something. But emotionally, nope. Nope. We have to go today. I don't know. I'm debating about just not going. You do have to cancel in person, but I will be there tomorrow at my older girls both have their class tomorrow, so I can just cancel her then. I'm usually a really optimistic person, but I know my kid. For one thing, the class is for 2 to 3 year olds. I mean, she literally just turned 2 a couple days ago. She's just, emotionally, she's not there. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna make her an egg really quick. Like, we could try again in January. That is what my gut is telling me to do. So if you were following the bus drama about what happened, so I've been picking the kids up from school, and then today we're trying the bus again. We'll see. The district has been super apologetic and just we know this isn't acceptable and we're gonna fix it, and I told y'all we have a really good district. It's really weird too, like the severe bus driver shortage. Is this like everywhere, or is this just where I live that no one apparently wants to drive a bus? And I guess I mean I don't want to drive a bus, but they have been like actively recruiting parents. They're like, come make some money, drive a bus, we'll train you. Like, they need bus drivers so bad. That's a big part of the problem, is that they have like the budget like to hire bus drivers. We have tons of state-of-the-art brand new buses. We don't have drivers. It's causing a lot of problems. I want to interject right here as I'm editing this video. So I was curious if like maybe it wasn't a nice place to work or something, but I just looked it up and it turns out our district on the there's this little independent like worker rating site where workers rate their employees like whatever, independently basically, so they can say what they want. And they were rated at 4.5 out of 5 stars, like 5 being like the perfect place to work. So people clearly like working there. And I found out our district actually pays a few dollars over the average for bus drivers. So apparently our district, the bus drivers in our district, some of the highest paid in the whole US, and they get full benefits even though it's a part-time job. So like, it's definitely not that. Anyway, while I was also looking at it, I found out it is a nationwide thing. There's like a big shortage like nationwide. But we're trying the bus again today. I really need it to work for at least the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be out of town for about 36 hours this week, and then I'll be out of town for 3 days next week. And having them be able to just come home after the bus would be great, because that'll really help out whoever's here watching Elizabeth, whether it's Kyle or a grandma. So I'm really cutting it down to the wire. I'm procrastinating going and getting Elizabeth up. That's another thing. She's still asleep. I don't like waking her up when she's asleep because it's glorious. It's usually the only break I have that doesn't involve me staying up super late. And I guess we will just go, and I'm just probably gonna just have to be like, sorry, my kid won't leave my leg. Nice try. Oh, hey! Hi, baby. Okay, guys, so it's actually the next day, but I did not update on how ballet went. So one, her ballet teacher is Audrey's teacher. Or was. I don't know if Audrey has the same teacher this year. So when we walked into the room, the teacher, she's like, it's a little Audrey. And I was like, I know. And then I was just kind of worried about the whole thing. Well, she started to bawl, and the teacher took her, so sweet, and was holding her, and she was like, it's okay, it's okay. And I was like, look, I was like, I do not want her to interrupt the class or the other kids learning. I was like, please just come and get me. It's fine. We can try again in 6 months. Like, it's not a big, and she was like, no, it's fine. She's like, this is normal, just go. Like, you're fine. And she's like, you know, her mom, who's like another teacher there, she's like, my mom's coming in because whenever they do the 2 and 3 year olds class, which is what it is, they usually, even though it's a very small class, they have 2 teachers. So at that age, a lot of what they're learning is not actually dance, it's how to follow the instructions so that they can become a good learner for dance, etc. Okay, so I left the room and Elizabeth was screaming so loud you could hear her all the way out in the lobby. They do have these like televisions where we get to watch, but you can't hear through the TV, but we could hear her. She actually stopped crying relatively quickly. Is that your unicorn? But she was like clinging to the teacher. And the teacher held her for a little bit and then she would set her down and kept telling her, you could tell what she was saying, you know what I mean? It was okay. So here's the thing, like I could go on and on. Let me just sum up by saying, I was so proud of her and I'm so, she's singing, dancing. I could cry. I could literally cry right now. So proud of her. So she was upset. So first she was clinging to Miss Demi. She was kind of like, she was definitely like not loving it. But basically she came around. She was never like ecstatic in the room, but she, okay. I mean, she followed the instructions. She's 24 months, y'all. She literally turned 2 days before class started. Even with her like emotionally being a little distressed and not doing like wonderfully, she was like just okay. She was just listening. Like, she would follow the instructions. She would go and sit, they all had to sit down against the wall in a certain spot, and she just would. When they were doing the drills, she would wait her turn and then do the drill. So at the end of class, the teacher was having all the little girls hold hands, and I was kind of like, what are they doing? And then she was trying to have Elizabeth hold the little girl's hand, and I was like, she's not gonna do that. It's like, she'll just rip her hand away. But she did. She held the little girl's hand, and then Miss Demi took her hand, and all the little cute, adorable little 2 and 3 year olds walked out of there holding hands. Again, because ballet, there's a lot of like, you need discipline and order, and so that's a lot of what they're working on now in a very sweet way. You're welcome. They walked out of class. They walked down the hall to us parents, and we were all waiting for them. And when she saw me, she did kind of, like her face kind of went a little bit, and she was like, but then she just didn't really cry, and I was holding her, and she even said goodbye to the teacher. I just cannot express to you guys how proud of her. Okay, even if she had not been emotionally distraught, or that hadn't been an emotional challenge for her, which it really was. It was a struggle for her. I would have still been so impressed by how well a child who's never had school, never done anything like this, and is only 24 months, literally barely 2, just so, Audrey wouldn't have been like that. Just straight up, Audrey could not have focused, like she would have just been like, ooh, a bird, or like, ooh, it's scarf time, or oh, I'm gonna go talk to his friends, right? Now the good thing about Audrey though is that she also wouldn't have been emotionally scared. She would have been like excited to try something new. So there's a difference there. But this, you know what, Sophie was kind of the best of both of them, and I don't mean Sophie's better than them. I'm just saying Sophie was social and not scared, but she also had a lot of discipline and would follow directions at a very young age. But Elizabeth has that. She has the discipline, direction. I just think it's gonna be okay. I was so worried, and it went, so I gave the teacher a hug. I was like, I gotta hug you because I cannot believe how patient and kind and wonderful you guys were with her. Anyway, y'all, like, that was that. So I was super proud of her. I'm just so proud of her. All right, you guys, so I am waiting on the kids. I'm waiting at the bus stop because, like I said, we're trying this again. The bus is about 15 minutes late. But since it is still only the 4th day of school and they're trying to work it out and all that stuff, that's okay. It's way better than that first day. If you've not watched the video where I was talking about that, I'll put a little link up above. You can go check it out. There it is. There's the bus. Finally. All right, so how was the bus today? Much better? Yeah. Was it okay? Or do you still prefer car rider? Or was that okay?
Yeah, I prefer car rider, but bus rider's fine.
but it was fine. Okay. All right, I love you. I'm glad it went a lot better today. Okay, so Sophie and I are leaving the nail salon. Here, show them. She's got a star on the, like, it's an interesting color choice. I love it. And then your feetsies. Look at these. I don't know if it's focusing. It's not. I'll have to show them at home. Wait, put your little toe up. Like, lift it up. There you go. I don't know if it's focusing, y'all, from this angle. But she's got stars, sparkly stars. And I decided to go with a nice end of summer pink. You can kind of see it. There it is. There's the color. Isn't it fun? Like last days of summer type of color. I went basic. I just got a French manicure on my normal nails, but I did do gel so that they'll last a little for my next 2 weeks I'll be traveling. My nails are a little shorter, so it looks a little whatever, but I was growing out. I had pink and whites all during the spring, and so then during the summer I've been growing out my normal undamaged nail, because it damages your nail over time. And anyway, so they're a little short, but they really needed to be worked on. So I think they look so pretty. Oh my gosh, so we just tried a new place. They're literally in the shopping center next to the other place I went to, which I also love. They're amazing. This place was, I think it's my new favorite place. Well, you loved it too? Super awesome. Would you help me with the mail, sweetie? Or you don't have a lot of hands, but we'll try. It's hot, y'all.